The day before just burst back onto the scene of gaming in today's new official announcement trailer, also claiming to be the final trailer for the game. Now, this title has been through a lot over the last year, from its announcement to being pulled off of the Steam store due to allegations of trademark infringement for the name The Day Before. However, they won their court battle in the Korean courts based on the fact that the other trademark for The Day Before didn't actually have a game in production. So as of November 1st, 2023, The Day Before has been reinstated on the Steam store. Now, I hung out and watched the premiere of the Day Before trailer and took a look at what was going on in chat. And most people were pretty cynical towards the title actually ever being released. Some of the more calm comments that were going on in the chat were talking about the fact that they expected it to be delayed again, and it has been delayed. So the new release day is actually December 7th, 2023, and that's when we can expect The Day Before to come to early access. Now, when I initially started watching the Day Before game between the trailers and the information that was available about the game, I thought this was going to be more of a survival game than what it's going to turn out to be. You see, the genres that it's listed under are action, adventure, massive multiplayer, and early access. There's absolutely nothing in there about survival anymore. In fact, the gameplay loop and what was shown in the trailer actually sounds and feels more like a Tom Clancy's Division game than anything else. There appears to be a main hub in Fortune City that you're going to be able to go to, and that's going to be a safe area. You then go out and collect different resources in order to bring them back and sell them to the common folk in the area. There are tasks and different missions to acquire from the different NPCs and the ability to purchase gear from them. Now, there does still appear to be some level of crafting or maybe just augmentation when it comes to your weapons. However, this doesn't feel like a survival crafting game as much as just the fact that you have to watch how much you eat and drink, and that's the survival aspect. They do talk about a ranch that you're able to unlock and decorate on your own. However, it looks like all of this is going to be based on the loot and the money that you've acquired, and none of it seems like true building for a survival game. In my mind, this feels like a drastic shift to the focus of the gameplay style and not what I expected out of The Day Before. Now, if I read through the information that's supplied on the Steam store, you are to survive at all costs. Fight other players for survival. Survive against the deadly infected. Collect valuable loot. Discover the new post-pandemic world. Explore the beautiful and richly detailed new Fortune City. Enter tall skyscrapers, business centers, massive malls, grand stadiums, and more. Uncover distant surroundings in New Fortune City in stunningly detailed vehicles. Rebuild society, join the Woodbury Survivor Colony on its mission to rebuild society. Trade items in Woodbury and save your wealth in a personal storage room. Build your own home in the safe zone. The Day Before offers players a uniquely reimagined journey into the post-apocalyptic open-world MMO survival set in the present day on the US East Coast following a deadly pandemic. Now, for me, this isn't giving me survival game vibes. This is giving me vibes of a looter shooter that has some survival aspects entwined in it, like having to eat and drink while you are out looking for different resources and shooting zombies and other players. We're also not going to be able to get our hands on an open beta of this game or any form of this game prior to December 7th. You see, on an IGN article that I read, they mentioned the open beta, and it's actually a closed beta only for their volunteers. Those are the only people that are going to have the opportunity to play this game prior to its release on December 7th. And I'll link the article in the description of this video should you want to read the entire article. On top of that, Fantastic is not going to be taking any pre-orders for the day before. It will have a price tag of $39.99 on release date into early access, and then it'll move up to $49.99 for the full version after the early access period. And I think there's still a lot of skepticism on whether we'll actually see this game or not, and if it's going to be everything that Fantastic has said that it's going to be. You see, they've been radio silent for quite some time, and now they're finally breaking that radio silence. So it's either been a really good tactic for Fantastic to just keep their mouth shut and not say anything about it, because the hype around this game, the speculation around this game, really hasn't faded off even when they were removed from the Steam store for a prolonged period of time. The other thing that could be going on here is that the game just isn't going to be everything that they promised, and they have decided to just keep it hush-hush until they can release whatever they actually have put together. And the last option is that as we get close to release time, they're just going to delay it again or cancel it in its entirety. Personally, I'm still really on the fence about this. I really want to see this game come out. I'd love to get my hands on it and to play it. However, at the same time, I'm just not sure it's going to be everything that it was hyped up to be. And when I watched the trailer that they released today, there's only a couple of spots in that trailer that I would actually say are gameplay or could even be considered in gameplay. The rest of it is just some fancy shots that they put together showing off the area or showing off the characters, and I just don't feel like we're seeing the actual gameplay for the day before. Don't forget to whack the like button on your way out, and let me know in the comment section below, do you expect to see the day before on December 7th? Thanks to all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. Check out the video on the screen right now if you want to hear more about Funcom's new title, Dune Awakening.